Right, example number 9. Object P and Q of masses 2 kg and 4 kg are connected by a light string here. It is suspended. So object Q is released from rest. Calculate the speed at the instant just before it strikes the floor. Right, so this is the initial. And then let's see the final. What's happening, okay? So obviously if Q has been released, it will be going straight down to the floor because it is heavier than P. So P is gonna be here. This is P, this is Q. So the height is still gonna be 2 meter, but now it has a velocity here as it goes up, as Q goes down. Okay, so if you come across to this type of questions, it always relate to principle of conservation of energy. Okay, so we are gonna answer this based on the diagram I've just drawn. Okay, so initially what energy are present? Okay, what energy present? So there is a presence of gravitational potential energy, which is mgh for object Q. So we will call this as UQ. Okay, for object P pula, since object P is equal to 0, we will not have any kinetic energy because it's not moving. Lepas tu, alamak, sama kan? So I'm just gonna draw, right, this one is speed. And then the potential energy for P pun equal to 0 sebab the height here is still equal to, the height is equal to 0. Okay, so initially we only have UQ. Why we don't have KQ? Sebab sekarang ni Q pun velocity dia still equal to 0. So initial we only have UQ. Okay, okay, now we look at the final situation pula. So final situation, Q ni starts moving down. Okay, but then when it starts moving down, it hits the ground where H is equal to 0. So we only have KQ. KQ. Okay, lepas tu apa lagi? We look at block P pula. So block P, it moves from 0 to a height of 2 meter. So this 2 meter here, meaning it has a gravitational potential energy. So UQ. Sorry. Block P, UP. Okay, so sebab P ni moves up, there is a gravitational potential energy which we call as UP lah. Okay, also as it goes up, there is a velocity for block P. So because of that, there is still some presence of kinetic energy for block P. So we will have to consider that. So we put KP, kinetic energy for block P. Okay, so that is the equation. Hopefully you are not confused. So we know that gravitational potential energy is basically just mgh. So this one is half mv square. So we call this v square. So the v for both P and Q ni adalah sama, okay? Similar to when acceleration, bila dia turun bawah mesti sama. Okay, so UP is mpgh plus half mpv square. Okay, so just substitute all the values and rearrange. You should be getting the velocity of Q. The velocity here, the velocity to be equal to 3.62 meter per second. Okay, so that is example number 9.